Welcome everyone to the meeting of the week of March 9th. We have a special program for you this week with a guest from Ontario or from Montreal, and I am going to pass the podium over to our favorite Ontarian, I guess, and that would be Chris Cochrane. So Chris, please introduce our guest today.
Well, thank you, Rush, and I do appreciate it. I'd like you all to meet Monsieur François Tessier. François has been a friend of mine for a few years, and we've even had the pleasure of working together, at least on one video in particular that I can remember. I found him to be a superb digital media producer. The guy's unbelievable. He's had well over 20 years of experience, and he's one of the most creative people I've ever come across. Now, he currently works for an independent TV production company in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where he creates media properties for network broadcast. And on a more personal note, he holds a master's degree in therapeutic counseling, and he's currently working on his doctorate, so he's a pretty smart guy. In addition, he owns and operates a private practice in energy healing in Montreal, Canada. Now, the whole point of tonight's broadcast is last November, François visited Sri Lanka for the very first time. And to put it mildly, he was shocked to experience the unbelievably poor living and health conditions. He'd never come across that type of third world before. So what I love about François, his response is never typical. Most people come home and say, oh, it's terrible, terrible, can't do anything about it. Not François. He's thought about it, and he started a humanitarian mission to help people there. And that's really what he's going to tell us about tonight. Now, forgive me, François, it's called the Ayubowan, I feel like Elmer Fudd when I'm saying this thing. The Ayubowan Project. Anyways, please, Monsieur François, please tell us your story.
Okay, so thank you very much for inviting me to this event. I am very proud and very honored to be one of your guests. And actually, Chris, the project is called the Ayubowan Project. So I will share my screen right now, and I will show you the presentation I have prepared for you. It's a pretty presentation. Hold on. I am activating the share screen right now. Do you see it? Does everyone see the presentation, the screen?
Yes, we see it.
Okay.
I see it.
Perfect. So if you see it, everybody sees it. So let me introduce you the Ayubowan Project. And the Ayubowan Project is about creating a free health treatment center to help needy people in Sri Lanka. Because, as I used to say, health is a human right. Ayubowan. So this is the spelling of Ayubowan in the native language of Sinhalese people in Sri Lanka. Sinhalese is their language. Hold on, I will mask this. Okay. So this very vibrant word is pronounced slaps hand all the time, and everybody in the street, in the stores, is telling you this very vibrant word, and it means actually welcome, or it also means may you live long. And look at this beautiful, touching lady that I have met in Colombo, Sri Lanka. She just stroked my heart very directly in my depth. So I would like to show you a video, a very short video, like 45-second video that I have shot there, to just have an overview of the atmosphere that I have met there. So, as I said, as Chris said, everything started at my first visit in Sri Lanka, and I was literally plunged into a very cultural bath. I was like amazed by, if you went in Asia, this is so different from Canada and from United States, and I was absolutely amazed by what I have met. This video was shot in the biggest Buddhist temple in Colombo, the Gangaramaya Buddhist temple in Colombo, Sri Lanka, and it appeared to be a very important ceremonial that they were having. So when I was there in Sri Lanka, I discovered as well the existence of an extremely poor living condition in Mount Lavinia, the fishing village. Mount Lavinia is 15 kilometers south of the capital of Sri Lanka. It is a small village, and I was living at the hotel, and like 200 meters from the hotel was a fishing village, and this fishing village is like literally a slum where people is living literally in shanties. These pictures, I took it there. It's just on the shore, and over there is basically no facilities. There is no job. They have no income but the fishing. They have no water supply. Look where they are living right now. This is where I was. And they have no electricity. So it was like very shocking for me to view this. But mostly there is very limited access to healthcare. Many of these people are the tsunami victims. Here is a map or where the tsunami have hit in 2004. And you see here you have Colombo, the capital, and you have Mount Lavinia. Mount Lavinia is like in the suburb of Colombo. So they were just like in front, and actually the people over there just told me the story of the tsunami, and they were still in shock. 10 years later, they were still in shock. So challenged by this difficult socioeconomic health condition that these people are facing, an idea starting to grow in my mind. So I wanted to help these people. I wanted to do something. I could not support not to do anything. I created the Ayubowan Project because everyone is telling you Ayubowan repeatedly, so I called it Ayubowan Project, and it has two aspects. The first aspect is the Ayubowan Clinic. The second aspect is the media promotional thing. So these are two different aspects of the project, and my presentation is about to expose why it is divided in two. So let's start by the first aspect, the clinic aspect, the most important one, the Ayubowan Clinic. What is it? So the Ayubowan Clinic is going to be a welcoming place for needy people, very close to their village, not very far, because these people do not travel very much into other area because they are like isolated. The richer people do not accept them very much. This is a very different cultural background. The Ayubowan Clinic, we would like to promote complementary healthcare. And the clinic will gather a team of 5 to 10 practitioners that will be volunteering their time to heal the needy people. We would like to exclude the medication and the drugs. I will explain you why later. And we would like to promote low-cost treatment protocol that will need few equipment and that has no side effects. The treatment clinic will be promoting holistic treatment that is focusing on the whole person as opposed to focus on healing an individual part. So instead of focusing just on heart, you will focusing on emotional that is surrounding the heart problem, for example. It's an holistic approach. We are going to promote complementary classic medicine, not replacing them. This is very important because complementary medicine, complementary treatment is not replacing classic Western medicine. This is not what we do. We are going to address all of the issues that I have seen on the field, because these people have pain, have all sorts of pain because of what they do. They have a huge problem of substance abuse because they are like post-traumatic shock syndrome people. They are dealing with stress, depression, like I just said, post-traumatic shock. We would like to boost their immune system, treat liver, heart, lung disease, etc. In the treatment, we would like to include 3 different categories of practices in complementary healthcare. Of course, the first is the one I'm practicing myself, energy healing. What is energy healing? Well, energy healing includes several methods. And these methods are using hands-on or hands-off techniques. If you know about Reiki, this is the most common one, but the less efficient one. And there is many sorts of energy healing. I'm practicing myself pranic healing that is very popular in California, practiced by doctors, quantum touch as well. But there is many other practice in energy healing. Energy healing includes the use of what Chinese call the qi, the ki, or the Indians are calling the prana to heal the patients. The prana, the qi, the ki is stimulating the own natural capacity of the person to heal itself. So we are actually not healing them, but energy healing is about transferring the energy to stimulate the own person to heal itself. Energy healing actually is very efficient to address a large number of physical or non-physical illness. In my private practice, I have all sorts of people suffering from all sorts of diseases and psychological diseases, and we are very complementing what doctors actually can do. And we are helping them to relieve faster than if they were not coming to see us. So this is the first category. The second category is acupuncture and complementary approaches. I'm pointing complementary approaches because acupuncture is known by most of the people and do not need very big introduction, but complementary approaches are less known. And in my team, I have like auriculotherapists, which is ear acupuncture. And ear acupuncture actually is very efficient to deal with mental health, with substance abuse, etc. So we have moxibustion, we have acupression. There is a lot of sub-category of acupuncture that exist and that we know that can help us to treat the patient there in Mount Lavinia. So basically, acupuncture adjusts the body energy flow into healthier patterns. It involves, as I said, the use of sharp, thin needles inserted in the bodies located on the meridians. So you know about that, maybe. Acupuncture actually treats a very wide variety of illness and health conditions with great efficiency. One of the most common one is pain. You can really address pain with acupuncture in a very efficient way. So that's the second category of practice that we will have. No drug involved, nothing else than the needles and all the tools that the practitioner have, no drug and no complicated equipment needed. Third category, manipulative therapy. So manipulative therapy involves a lot of subcategories such as osteopathy, chiropractic, etc. There is like 5 or 6 of them, kinesiology. Basically, manipulative therapists are manipulating body parts and examine the body parts and manipulate them. It's not massage. Massage is not included in our, we are not going to open a massage clinic. This is not what we want to do. But we want to really involve these kind of therapists that are addressing mechanical disorders like muscular skeleton system, muscle tissue, bones, cerebrospinal fluid, nerve system, etc. So these manipulative therapies are very efficient to relieve many, many disorders that affect general health, and we can even treat like stress, we can treat liver problems with that, we can treat a large scale of problems with these each of these modalities. But you may wonder why using complementary medicine in a humanitarian context? This is not very common. Or even you may wonder why or how the complementary approaches to health maintenance might save money over common Western approaches. We, at first sight, think medicine is more like efficient. But we have another point of view on that, and let me explain you why. First of all, I must say that most of the modalities that we are included in the project embraces the philosophy that the body has the natural ability to self-regulate and to heal itself. When it's not possible, of course, common medicine is doing that, and they can access doctors, but we do something else. The different modalities that and technique will stimulate and unlock these natural self-healing function. This is what we want to do with these people. Promoting healthcare, complementary healthcare in a humanitarian context is a very innovative approach to service. I personally was involved in the past with Chiropractic Without Borders, but it is very rare. I mean, we know Doctors Without Borders. We don't know very often this kind of approach, and I thought that was a great idea to put one together and help service these people. The popular belief also is that complementary health oppose conventional medicine, while this is not the case. Both are useful and they do very different things for the benefit of the patients. And actually, some of the practitioners that we have in view in Sri Lanka are doctors. So conventional medicine is actually very efficient in diagnostic, and we cannot do that. Legally, we cannot diagnose it, and we do not have the ability to diagnose. When people come to see me, I cannot tell them, well, you have cancer, or you have this, or you have that. This is not what I can do. Most of the people come over here, and they already know their diagnostic. Amongst the practitioners of the clinic, we are looking to recruit at least one practitioner who combines classic medicine with complementary care. This is a very important objective that we have, that I have. Here is a few examples how that could apply. For example, after having a diagnostic from the doctor of the clinic, the complementary health practitioner will apply the proven care protocol in each of their respective disciplines. Because what you may know is that for each issue, for each disease, we have protocol. We do not improvise what we are doing to the patient. We are very strict, proven protocol that are proved efficient in certain disease. So conventional medicine, for example, has a very limited number of ways to fight against back pain. Most of the doctors do not know what to do with back pain. They give you painkiller, and instead of having pain in the back, you have pain in the stomach. So this is where doctors are not available to help people with back pain. So this is where chiropractic effectively adjusts the source of the pain, adjusting vertebral misalignment of the vertebra, and then the pain disappears. Same with osteopathy. Osteopathy is not like chiropractic. It does different job. Osteopathy is on blocking circulation of the fluids in the body, causing the pain. all the fluids included in the body. If you know about osteopathy, this is very different from chiropractic. And of course, energy healing and acupuncture are very efficient to deal with pain management. I have a lot of clients over here that do not believe that I can do anything, but they have tried everything, and they come to see me and come to see my friends acupuncture, and a few treatments, voila, the pain is gone. So we are very efficient in managing pain, and doctors are very happy about it. Substance abuse. Hold on. This is a very big problem over there because they are depressed, and there is a lot of traffic of drugs in Sri Lanka, as you may know. And last week I was seeing people that are dealers that are using the slum people to do trafficking, drug trafficking. It's a nightmare. They are passing through a very big nightmare. So the NADA protocol. The NADA protocol is an auriculotherapy protocol that my partner, I will introduce him later at the end of the presentation, is dealing very efficiently with this issue. In the past, I've seen an acupuncturist in New York that was treating with one needle the people in the streets for dealing with drug abuse. So, and this is very surprising, but this NADA protocol have been put together in auriculotherapy since 25 years, very, very efficiently, with no medicine, nothing. Pranic healing. This is a modality that I am practicing. I am trained. I am a certified pranic healer, and pranic healing actually is very, very efficient to deal with drug abuse, and I have a lot of this in my clientele, and they have tried everything. They're depressed, and the one that really wants to do something about it, well, we can really help them to improve. So other issues that are very efficient in complementary health care is depression, anxiety, post-traumatic shock syndrome. Actually, I had a lot of veterans that came to see me, the Canadian soldiers that have been to Bosnia with post-traumatic shock syndrome, and one or two of them were getting suicide every month, and the other one were taking heavy psychotic drug with no results. So I had some clients, some patient with this issue, and like in less than 5 treatment, they were improving a lot with pranic healing. So as you may know, psychological cause of depression is led by a chemical imbalance in the brain. It has been scientifically demonstrated that energy treatment and acupuncture naturally fostered the secretion of serotonin and endorphins. These are two main ingredients responsible for maintaining the psychological balance, but there is other ones. So I'm right now doing a PhD, and I am in the process of arguing and demonstrating the efficiency of this specifically. This is one of the subjects of my PhD in energy healing. In brief, the complementary treatment that Ayubowan Clinic will promote will need few equipment, will have no side effect, will involve a holistic methodology. When we speak about holistic methodology, we are speaking about the whole person, as opposed as using just healing like one part of the body, forgetting the rest. So holistic methodology is very helpful because you can address many layers of the same problem. So if you heal, for example, heart problems, and you don't address well enough the emotional part of it, you will not succeed. I mean, when the drug will be finished, the heart problem will come back. We will use different protocol of treatment that will exclude expensive drug, because they cannot afford that. They don't go see doctors. They don't go see doctors. When they go, this is for emergency. They do not have money to eat, so they don't have money to buy expensive drugs. So we will not prescribe these, and we are not able to do that because we are not doctors. We have one doctor, maybe one or twice it will be possible for the doctor of the clinic, but I would say 99% of the time we will exclude expensive drugs in this clinic. So the treatment are going to promote health, not just healing disease. We want to promote health to these people. Okay, now the second part of the project is the media toolkit. So the media toolkit has the objective to develop the awareness around the project by touching the heart and the conscience of the public. It is a fundamental tool for us because if we don't have this tool, we are not going to be sustainable. So we would like to build a media toolkit to make this project sustainable, independent. This kit, for up to now, is divided in 3 different aspects. The first aspect is a short documentary. I would like to produce a 5-minute long documentary which is a call for compassion, a call for action. This documentary is going to be filmed directly in the clinic in Mount Lavinia and in the slum village. And of course, it will tell a human interest story that will highlight the mission's goal. That's the only way to make known the project. So that's the first part. Second part is the website, Ayubowan.ca. Actually, this domain name actually exists, and you can go there and see some stuff over there. Very few for now, but it's going to be filled by the documentary, the photo, etc. So the website is targeting the niche of potential philanthropists. So we want to use this tool to present them the project and then try to involve their interest into our project. The website will be broadcasting the documentary as well, and will broadcast photo, will give information about the project, and will also redirect the users to social media associated with the project. Communication plan, that's the third part, and this part is very important because if we don't have this part, the 2 first part is irrelevant. We need to have a relevant communication plan to just make sure that the documentary and the website is viewed by the people. So it aims to stimulate the fundraising for the project, and we will segment in this plan the targeted contributor. For example, we will segment corporate sector, philanthropists, governmental agency, group of interest, etc., to make sure that we will deploy the appropriate approach to each of them. So we do not approach an agency the same way we approach a corporation and a philanthropist, etc. We already have people in view, philanthropists in view. So this plan will make sure that we are very narrowed and we are very focusing on each of these categories. Of course, this plan is going to use the website and the documentary as an introduction to a public relation campaign, because this is the only way we would like to meet actually the donators, the philanthropists, the corporates, to make them understand what we are going to do and to share them our objective. So the public relation campaign is, well, the most important aspect of the communication plan. Okay, so now let's look about the step of realization, and these are just like an overview. These can change and be adapted into the coming year. But as you may know, this kind of project includes several steps before its completion. The aim, of course, is to progressively raise the project to a sustainable level. Because my first idea was to, you know, create a clinic, a 2-week clinic, because I'm going back in Sri Lanka in November. So, but people around me said, well, you cannot do that. You cannot do a 2-week thing and come back. You have to create a sustainable project. So here we go. So the aim is to take baby steps and relative realistic steps to achieve the goal. Okay, here is a view of the calendar that I have in mind. From now to June 2015, we are preparing the project. So basically, we are creating material like this presentation is part of it, this video is part of it, website is part of it. We are creating material to promote and to target our first donator. We also want to incorporate the Ayubowan Foundation, because right now, well, I landed December 2014 from Sri Lanka, and I was alone. I was alone with my emotions. I was alone and had no organization. So right now there is we are working, because I'm not alone now, working to create an organization which is going to be called the Ayubowan Foundation. And this organization is going to be in charge of collecting the fund, managing the fund, and managing the project operations. And we are going to create a board of directors, and we have in view philanthropists, actually the first donators, that are examining the possibility of being on the board of directors. So this is in discussion right now. And of course, from now to June, we are going to start the fundraising efforts and develop relationship with grassroots partners on the ground. This has started already. There is someone that is already looking for a space. There is some groups that are approached. We are slowly starting the process right now. From June to November. So we will accelerate the pace, because November is the date that I will go and that we will want to start. So the fundraising and the preparation of the opening will take place. So of course, like I said, we will do the continuation of the fundraising. The target is at least to raise enough money to start the clinic for the 2 weeks I will be there, November to December. I will give you the date a little bit later, but I will be there 2 weeks. I would like to start the clinic there, do the filming, the documentary, and then build a relevant tool to broadcast the project. We are going to, at the same period of time, to recruit the human resources, because we are going to need more than just the practitioner to make the clinic run, to get the people from the slum to come, etc. We are going to be preparing the logistic and to recruit the patients, like I just said, and define the specific needs with social workers, because these people have no internet, no radio, no nothing. So we are going to be contacting the people directly. So this will start. So here is the date where I will be in Sri Lanka, November 23rd to December 4th. Opening the Ayubowan Clinic. As the founder is traveling to Sri Lanka for 10 days to attend the Congress, the clinic is expected to officially start. Actually, I'm going to go to this Congress because there is a huge pool of practitioners in complementary health. This is the university where I will graduate, organize this Congress every year, and it gathers a lot of doctors, hospital directors, etc., that are applying integrated medicine. And I would like to talk about our project there. So this is why I'm going there. And also I will be getting my PhD degree. So that's the reason why I'm going there at this date. The goal is that at least we have the clinic active at least these 2 weeks, and I would like to reach the target to get enough funding to do that, because this is important that we start somewhere, and by doing this 2 weeks we can film, produce a documentary, a website, and get along with that. So like I just said, during the start, the documentary pre-production and production will take place. December 2015 to spring 2016. So this is the post-opening activities. Post-production of the documentary, when I will be back from Sri Lanka. We will be designing the website. We will define now the final precise communication strategy using website and documentary. And we will do maybe a virtual press conference. We will launch the project officially and activate the fundraising, basically, to maintain the clinic open. My dream is that the clinic never stops, but let's be realistic here. And we will target to activate the fundraising and maintain this clinic yearly. To finish the presentation now, I would like to introduce you the Ayubowan Project team up to now, because as I said, people are adding every week. Of course, myself, Master of Therapeutic Counseling, digital media producer, energy therapist, Canadian citizen, founder of the Ayubowan Project. So here is my energy practicing website, quantumenergy.ca. Go view this. So this is my main partner, Dr. Fernando. Dr. Fernando is an auriculotherapist. He's the one that is using the NADA protocol. He's working right now at the Wellness Center. It's a residential treatment program for drug and alcohol addicts using the NADA protocol. He's doing that in his city. He lives in Katana in Sri Lanka. It's north of Colombo, like 1 hour north of the capital. He is the key representative right now on the field. I talk to him every day. And he's going to be the manager of the clinic because he's already managing the other clinic and he can do both without any problem. Here is my partner here in Montreal, Sakuna Fimasson. Sakuna is a real estate agent, but is also an active philanthropist. She is a strong supporter of the use of complementary medicine since she is Asian. She comes from Laos, and she is Canadian citizen right now, and she lives in Montreal. She is involved very much into the creation of the foundation and will be playing the role of treasurer and will be sitting on the board of directors of the foundation, of course. Kavinda. Kavinda is a very creative, talented web designer. He's a video director, he's a journalist. He's, of course, a Sri Lankan citizen. He lives in Colombo. He is right now, his daily job today is creative editor for the Ceylon Today. This is a daily newspaper, English language daily newspaper. He is a journalist over there. And he will be the producer of the documentary and the website. Voila! Thank you for your time, everybody. So, well, please visit ayubowan.ca. There is a PDF document that you can download over there. You can also review this presentation. And you can contact me at these coordinates. Ayubowan.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Francois. I don't think we're going to have time for questions, but I do want to say that it's beautiful to see someone who has been to a place, seen a need, and acted upon it. So I hope that that all you do there allows a large group of people who are clearly in need to find help that you can provide. I'll encourage all of our people watching to finish their meeting by filling out the survey below and adding comments. We can exchange a discussion at the bottom of our website's page, and we would welcome any thoughts you might have to share about the program and about the work of François. And Chris, I'll hand it over to you to finish this off for the broadcast.
Well, thank you very much, Francois. We certainly do appreciate it. I suppose we can find out from you exactly how much money you actually need to get the thing started, and keep us in mind for fundraising. And we thank you for taking your time and putting on just an excellent presentation. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. About money, well, these details are figuring in the PDF document. I don't want to talk about money right now. I just wanted to take this to communicate the spirit of the project. And for these details, please download the document, the PDF document. And for more information, you can contact me anytime.
Excellent. There will be a link to your project website, and I see on the site that you also have your email address there as well. Yes. So I hope you will hear from many people who will find this a compelling story. So thank you, everyone, and we'll wave goodbye and finish our broadcast, and look forward to seeing you at SiliconValleyRotary.com every week.
Thank you.